Today I'm going to talk about my favorite internal learning management system, TalentLMS. An internal learning management system is one that is best for training your employees, training your contractors, training your team members, okay? And TalentLMS is one of the most customizable, high-value, low-cost learning management systems out there. And today I'm going to show you how to customize your TalentLMS settings, how to set up branches, groups, and categories for your company in your TalentLMS system, and show you how to enroll your learners, get your employees, your contractors, get all these amazing people inside your system to start getting results. I'm going to start by going through the new TalentLMS interface versus the legacy interface. Now, depending on when you are watching this video, TalentLMS may not even offer the legacy interface anymore. But just in case, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. And then I'm going to show you how to customize your account settings. I'm going to show you how to use branches to create individualized learning environments. Maybe you have multiple locations for your business. Maybe you have different departments for your business. Branches are a great way to segment these learning environments, okay? I'm also going to show you how to use groups and categories, which means that you can take that franchise, take that location, take that department, and segment it even more. So maybe you have a franchise that you want to have its own branch, and then you want to break that franchise down into the production department and the accounting department, the sales department. You can use groups for that. I'm going to show you how to do all that. Okay? And then I'm going to show you how to actually enroll your learners into TalentLMS. Now, I want you to be able to do all this with me, which is why I'm offering you an unlimited free trial of TalentLMS. Yes, unlimited free trial. That means that you're not limited by days. It's not going to be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You can use it as long as you want, and you can even start demoing it with your learners. You get 5 free users, yourself and 4 learners, 4 employees, okay? It is linked in the description below this video. I also want to give you an added bonus, which is the Made Simple course, TalentLMS Made Simple. It's going to show you step-by-step how to get the most out of the free trial, get things up and running and implemented and integrated into your environment at your company. It's going to show you how to use your KPIs in your company, your key performance indicators, and match those with the analytics within TalentLMS to make sure that you're actually getting value out of your learning management system. And I'm going to show you how to get the most value out of the different pricing tiers of TalentLMS. So I highly recommend that you take advantage of the unlimited free trial I'm able to give you and the free TalentLMS Made Simple course, linked in the description below. Let's start with the new interface versus the legacy interface. So depending on when you're logging in, you're either going to log in to TalentLMS after you create that free account with the link below, and you're either going to see the new interface. This is the new interface, okay? Everything on the side here. Or you may even see the legacy interface, okay? Either way, you're going to be able to customize settings. All right, I'm actually going to use the new interface to do this. But if you find yourself in the legacy interface, all you need to do to get to the new interface is you see under account settings here, account and settings, click on new interface. And this is going to take you back to the new interface. Okay. Now, you may not have activated the new interface yet. In that case, there's going to be a button here, and you're going to want to click on Activate New Interface, and then click on Try Now. And then you're going to open up the new interface. Okay. Today, we're only going to be working in the new interface. Okay, so we're going to start by going to Account and Settings. You see all these things? There's a lot of things. We're going to click on Account and Settings, start with Portal. All right. You're going to start with Site Name. Okay, this is going to be the name of your site, and it's going to ultimately create a domain name for you, which is going to be nameofthesite.talentlms.com. This is how your learners are actually going to access your LMS. You can also create a custom domain. So if you want to get rid of this talentlms.com, you go to custom domain here, and you can add your custom domain. All right, and it'll walk you through how to set that up. You're going to map it, do all the fun things that you need to do when you have a custom domain that you purchased at a place like GoDaddy or Namecheap. I actually get most of my domains through Namecheap. Okay, then you can add a site description. This is going to be important for SEO, so you want to make sure that you put everything in here, okay, related to your site. Now, this is an internal learning management system, meaning that we're serving our employees, we're serving our team members. We're not trying to sell courses here. Some people will actually try to use TalentLMS to sell courses. You can do it, but it's a headache. It costs too much money. And I highly recommend that you use something like LearnWorlds or Kajabi. I can offer you 30-day free trials and free courses for both of those platforms below. The Kajabi Made Simple course and the LearnWorlds Made Simple course. If you're looking to sell online courses, I highly recommend that you go grab those 30-day free trials and access to those free courses. Okay, so we really just want to make this easy for our employees and contractors and team members to find. Then we can do some branding stuff, so we can upload a logo, we can add a favicon, that's what's going to show up in the corner here. And we can pick our theme. Okay, right now we have Fun Blue, and that's why we have blue here. Okay, and we can even create a custom homepage if we want. Other stuff here, date formats, you can really go through all this yourself. Announcements, this is if you are, adding a new course, you want to announce it to everyone that's in the system. Okay, then we can hide powered by TalentLMS. Can restrict things, prevent TalentLMS from sending product information, announcements of new features to administrators and instructors. Maybe you don't want your admins and your instructors to get spammed with marketing materials. And I'll show you the different user types and how to enroll people soon. Okay, so you'll know exactly what an admin is, an instructor is, and a student or a learner. Okay, we can give access to the legacy interface if we want. If this is turned off, you're not even going to be able to go to the legacy interface over here. Okay, that's the portal. Now we get to users. Okay, it's important. Users, user types. So we get to users, we can set settings in different ways. There's manually from the admin. Here's all the settings related to that. You are the admin, I am the admin. We can get our students integrated into TalentLMS manually, okay, where we just add their information and they're added. We can also have them sign up. That's where we need to have user verification. Make sure they're a human, okay? Allow signups through social media. We can figure that out too, okay? So this is where you set these different settings, okay? Default user type. We have all these different user types. There's really just 3 types of users: admins, trainers, or instructors, and learners, okay? And then we can create custom types. That's why you see all these different things, but there's really 3 different ones. But the custom types can give maybe a little more access here, a little less access here. So you got to pick a default user type. Learner is a good one to have. Okay, default group. You can choose a group to put everyone in immediately. We're going to go through groups more later. Default language. Language overrides. You can use your preferred alternatives to words or phrases across your portal. So maybe you have different branches or different franchises of your company in different countries. That's where you're going to want to look at this, especially if they speak different languages, okay? Now we have SSO, terms of service. This is more advanced stuff that I talk about in the Made Simple course, how to actually set up your SSO and get things integrated with the API documentation, etc. Okay? But you can also learn more here. Okay. So user types. This is where we can create our different user types. As you can see, there are 3 main types: admins, instructors, and learners. Okay. And then we have all these other types that just pull permission levels from these types. So super admin has everything. Admin has everything. Super admin can delete everyone as well. Okay. Trainer is only going to have instructor and learner. Learner is only going to have learner. Now I've created the admin basic, the new user manager. I've created these as just tests, demos over the years as I teach TalentLMS. So that's why these are here. But we can delete them here as well, as you can see. We can delete everything except the super admin. You just click on delete. Okay. You can also edit them. Okay. We can edit, we can delete, etc. Okay. We can add a new user type here as well. But I'll show you how to do that a bit later. Courses. Here are our course settings. Do we want to show our courses to non-logged in users? The answer is no. Okay. We're not selling courses. I don't want to show them unless people are logged in. Hide branch courses from main catalog. Courses that are added to a branch will not appear on the main domain course catalog. We can do that if you really want to segment your courses. Maybe you have specific courses that you want in one location. Maybe you have the Chicago office, you have the Denver office, you have the San Francisco office, and you have certain courses that you need to show up in different locations. That's when you'd want to flip this on. Maybe you have different courses to show up at different franchises. Maybe you want different courses to show up for different departments. Depending on how you're using branches, you may not want everyone to see the same courses. That's what this is for. Allow interactions with social media in the course catalog. Up to you. I don't really care to do that because we're using this as an internal learning management system. I just don't see any reason to interact with social media. It's kind of a nice thought, but not necessary. Show course summary upon entering a course. Yes, I want to see the course summary. Allow sharing certificates on LinkedIn. Yeah, why not? Allow course rating. Yeah, this is good so that you can get some feedback on your courses. Okay, so you build your course, people rate the course, and then you can make adjustments. Good way to get feedback. Certificates. Okay, award your users with custom certificates each time they complete a course. We have 4 certificates created. We can create more certificates here. Add certificate. Here's the code for the certificate. Here's the design, the name, etc. You can kind of go through and preview certificates here. Okay. Let's get to the next piece. Categories. Categories are a way for you to sort your courses. Branches create independent learning environments. Groups are meant to group users, group learners. Categories group courses. Okay? So branches, independent learning environments. Groups, you group learners, and you can group them within those independent learning environments. Categories, you group courses. So here you go. You can have all your accounting courses, all your fulfillment courses, sales, onboarding, etc., right? You can have them all under one category. This is where you add new categories. This is where you can have a parent category. So we have a sales parent category, and then we have inbound sales, outbound sales. Just a way for you to keep your courses organized. Now we get to gamification. This is where we can set different things related to points. Now this comes into play when we are looking at our KPIs, which are key performance indicators, related to how your learners, how your team members are interacting with the course. As they complete courses, they're going to get points. They can get badges. They can go to different levels. They can get different rewards. This only matters if you draw a connection to KPIs, your key performance indicators. I talk about that in depth in the TalentLMS Made Simple course, link below. And I also talk about it in other videos. I have another video all about how to match your KPIs, your key performance indicators, with your TalentLMS analytics so that you can make powerful business decisions. So I highly recommend you check out that video. Here we go, gamification, points. So we can enable different points. Here's everything. We can give points for each login if we want. We give a point every time someone logs in. We give 25 points every time they complete a unit, every time they complete a course, certificate, all these different things. You can weight different things with different points. Badges, same thing. And so you get badges for different things. Okay. Really, if you're going to use points and badges, you not only want to make sure that the results people are getting, the points that they're racking up, have some sort of correlation with their KPIs. So hopefully they are finishing all their sales courses and they're closing more deals. You want to see if that's happening. Otherwise, maybe they're just getting the points and they're not closing more deals. That would suck. They also, to make people take this seriously, you're going to want to reward them in real life. So you have a leaderboard. See how we have this leaderboard? And the leaderboard can show who is completing the most courses in a given year, a given quarter, a given week, a given month. And you can reward people based on who's first in those different intervals. That means you can give them a day off. You can pay for a vacation. You can give them a raise. Whatever is going to drive them to complete their courses. Okay, we want to incentivize people to complete their courses. Now we want to incentivize them to complete the courses and get better at their job, which is where the KPIs come in. So we can reset user stats here as well. So we can reset all the points. Okay. E-commerce. Now, I don't like using TalentLMS to sell courses because there's better options. Kajabi and LearnWorlds are my 2 favorite better options, linked in the description below the video, 30-day free trials and the Made Simple courses for each of those. Okay. But if you really wanted to, this is where you can look at e-commerce settings for TalentLMS. I'm going to skip it though because I highly recommend using a different platform. TalentLMS will get too expensive. Integrations. this is where we get our API integrations. Now, TalentLMS has very detailed API documentation. You can access it here. Okay, you can literally, should be able to download it. Yeah, download API documentation and PHP library. So you can download it and use that to integrate TalentLMS into your current technology stack at your company. Same thing, you can integrate with XAPI and all these other options. XAPI is another learning format, more advanced learning format than something like SCORM. TalentLMS not only is SCORM compliant, HTML5 compliant, it is XAPI compliant. If you don't know what those things are, it's probably not important. If you do know what those things are, good to know that you can use TalentLMS to achieve what you need. And you can use Zapier to integrate TalentLMS with any apps, which may be a lot easier than you using the API documentation. Okay. Then we get to security. We have some security settings. Enforce password change, so we can enforce it. And then once we enforce it, we can choose how many days. We'll do every 6 months. Enforce password change and first login. Yes, let's do that. Why not? Lock account after failed attempts. After 10 attempts for 5 minutes. I like that. You can change it to more attempts, less attempts, more minutes. Restrict registration to specific domains. Yep. So specific emails, you can say, hey, only people that have this email are allowed to sign up for their courses. So this could be restricted just to your company email address domain. Same thing, disallow multiple logins from the same user, disallow access from the mobile app, all these different things. Then importing and exporting data from TalentLMS. Okay, so that's your account and settings. Now, let's go into branches, groups, and categories, and then I'm going to show you how to enroll users, how to create different user types, how to enroll user types, etc. Okay, branches. Like I said, I like to use the example of, let's say your company has a bunch of different offices. We have one in Chicago, one in Denver, one in San Diego, one in Tampa. We can create a branch for each of these offices. Now, let me go to the TalentLMS pricing page. Depending on, after you finish using your free trial, okay, you'll be able to build branches out with your free trial. You're not going to be able to do much with them until you pay, okay? So if you're on the core and you only have this many users and their pricing, they tend to change how their pricing works. So this is how it works currently. The core gives you 1 branch. The grow gives you 3 branches. The pro gives you 15 branches. If you want unlimited branches, you go to the enterprise, okay? And you think about this when using branches. You don't have to use branches to achieve this. You can also use groups to achieve this. You can have a group for each office. Really, you only want to do this if you want to segment your learning environments. If you want all the people in the Chicago office to be in the same learning environment and not interact with the other offices. Okay, it's like their own portal just for everyone in Chicago, own portal for everyone in Denver, own portal for everyone in San Diego, everyone in Tampa. That's when you want to use branches. This also works really well with franchises, okay? So let's say, this is how I add a branch, by the way. So let's say we have a franchise in London, okay? So we have the London franchise. We're going to call this the London franchise. This works with franchises because really you probably don't want the users in the London office and the London franchise that someone bought to interact with the users in the Denver franchise. So you can segment those environments, okay? Active branding, so you can have branding for the specific franchise or for the specific office or for the... You could use this for departments too, I guess. I just feel like you can save the money and be just on the core package. You can, still have up to 100 users, and then you can use groups. Now, if you have more than 100 people that work for your company, then yeah, you probably want to go to the grow, and then you can take advantage of 3 branches. And you can use it for departments. I say that if you can get away with being on the core package, because you only have 100 people that work at your company, then just use groups for your departments. When you have multiple offices or multiple franchises, that's when you probably want to break it down into branches. Okay, so this is, you're just basically customizing everything for the branch. It's similar to the account and settings we set for everything, but you're setting it just for that specific branch. Okay, if we save it, probably won't save because I didn't fill, oh it did save, okay. So within the branch, you're gonna see the users in the branch, the courses in the branch, the files in the branch, the info in the branch. You're also gonna have, a specific URL that everyone has to sign up for the branch. If you have a custom domain, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna have that custom domain set up with a subdomain for the branch for everyone in that branch to log in. So that's branches. Now we can set up groups. Groups can be groups of users within a branch. It could also just be the marketing department, product department, service department. Maybe you have one branch, you're not worried about all the branches, and you just are grouping users. Groups are for users, categories are for courses. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, maybe you want all the marketing users in a group so that you can give them all the marketing courses. You might also have onboarding courses you want to give them, and that's why you would have your onboarding course category, your marketing course category. Okay? But it just allows you to keep track of all the marketing users together, all the product users together, all the service users together, your different departments in your company, your different groups in your company. And that's going to help us with analytics, and I talk about that even more in the Made Simple course, linked in the description below, TalentLMS Made Simple. And I talk about it in my YouTube video all about how to get the most out of your analytics and your KPIs to make powerful business decisions, also linked. So that's groups. We add a new group. Very simple. We'll create a finance group. Add a description, price, don't worry about it. We're not selling courses here. And assign a group key, okay? Group key allows people to enroll themselves in a group themselves, so you don't have to enroll them in the group. They have the group key, they can get in the group. That's groups. Now let's look at courses. And by the way, I skipped automations and course store. Course store is, you can actually subscribe to the Talent Library, so that could be part of your plan, you see? Talent Library is going to make your plan a little more expensive. This could be useful if you have a course need that they've already created. So you can literally have access to the TalentLMS course library. This can be very useful. So you can search through and see if these courses help you out. If they do, then yeah, it is probably worth paying for the Talent Library, because then you don't actually have to pay someone or spend your time or your team's time creating courses to serve your employees. Now I skipped automations. This is where we can really customize TalentLMS deeply, and it can get kind of complicated. It's best to probably reach out and we can talk about this over a call. I also have other videos on the channel where I dig deep into automations. Okay, so courses. This is where we have all of our courses. Now I have other videos on the channel showing you how to build a TalentLMS course from scratch. There's a bunch of different ways, but once you build it, they're here, okay? And we can even import from another TalentLMS domain. Okay, so when we create a course, this is where it goes. Now, how do we use categories? Well, you see here, there's this category line item. None of these are categorized, so how do we do it? We click on Edit. Click here, and this is where we can select our category. So like, hey, this is an onboarding course, save. And now it's in the onboarding category. Okay, so that is how we categorize our courses. Now it says onboarding. You do that for all your courses. So let's go to users. How do we get our team members? We've created our courses. We've set up all of our settings, right? We've pulled the courses from the course store that we want, from TalentLMS if we want them. Well, here's how we add users. Okay, a few different ways to do it. We can import users. Okay. Can drop your file, an Excel file. We can even import from FTP servers. Okay, this is how we can import in bulk. Okay. We can also add a user manually. We add their first name, last name, email, bio, give them their credentials, and save. Okay. So once we have them added, I'll go to myself here. You can open a user up, and it's going to show you all the different courses that they have access to. It's also going to show you their role related to the courses. You could be an instructor for some courses. You can be a learner from some courses. If you're an instructor, that means you can make changes to the course. If you're a learner, you're just taking the course. Okay. It's also going to show us what groups the user is in. We can always add additional groups. Okay, we can add finance and marketing if we want. Okay, it's going to show you what branches the user is part of. Okay, we can add branches. Okay, Payments, we're not selling courses though, so we're not worried about that. It's going to show you files, info. Here's the info about everything. Really easy to do. You can also get users to sign up themselves. Okay, we'll do an email verification. And they can sign up directly by going to the domain name. Okay, they go to the domain name, they go to the branch name, they can sign up there. And then remember, you go to security and make sure that you only allow certain email domains to sign up. Okay, so user types, let's look at it here. Add user type. Okay, we can call this, let's just call it a learner number 2. Okay, we want this to mirror the learner permissions, so here's the default role. Okay, and then we really want to go through and we're going to click on learner, and this is what we want to give them access to. We want to give them access to everything that learner has, but hey, maybe we also, for whatever reason, we want to give them some general access. And then we want to give them some instructor access to just courses. Can do that. We save it. Can create it. We can also, more likely, you're going to have like a manager, right? Number 2. And we're going to give it instructor access. Okay. And we'll go instructor. Yeah, you also get learner, general. And then maybe we just want them to be able to import and export new users and edit some user types and have access to reports. Boom. They don't have to have access to everything. Okay, so this is where you can really customize the access you're giving your user. The basics are admins can do everything, instructors can build courses, okay, and manage courses, and then learners take courses. Okay, so if you want to dig even deeper to TalentLMS, I highly recommend you grab the free trial, link below the video, and get access to the TalentLMS Made Simple course that I've created for you as a bonus for signing up with the free trial link below the video. So go do that. Thank you for the likes and subscribes.